I'll try this again, this time without the basketball game on. I started with another copy of the original plan, and got this roof base line out here with the pitch indicator. I'm going to move it over using point-to-point move from there where it is over to the edge of the wall. That should work a little bit better. And this one here, I'm going to move this baseline from where it is to over a wall, but the baselines transfer the load of the virtual load of the roof to the wall, and that's how they should be most of the time designed. I say most of the time because there are exceptions. Okay, I got that done. Uh, and this baseline's way off out here in left field. Let's move it over to over the wall. There's the baseline right there of this roof plane, and we'll move it over to here. And then drag this back so we get a little overhang. Excuse me. The next thing is we'll turn on the reference display so we can see the walls below, and we'll drag one wall out here and then program it by going to rail style. Yeah, rail style, setting it to panels and then newels and balusters to set the panel type. So we'll go over here. I'm not going to spend very much time on that or explaining it, other than that's what's indicated to me. We'll change, no, not that. I want glass. Yeah, glass. Okay. Now that that's set, we'll take this and extend it, same wall type handle over here. Line it up with the wall below. And then just going to tie it straight in over to this wall. We'll name this balcony. Now we'll just take a look, see what we've done and what needs to be done. Okay, obviously this roof plane here is in the wrong place. This one's about right. And this one's way too low. You can see that it's way too low. I'm going to find out what this one is. There's the pitch. I'm going to copy the pitch just so that they're symmetric, one right to left. And yeah, it's a different pitch. So we set the, now they're the same pitch. That's the way the usual architectural convention is. I'm going to open this roof plane and find out what the fascia top height is and apply it to this one. We'll lock the pitch and then put the fascia top value in. That looks kind of like the photographs. Now we'll take this ridge here and connect it to the adjacent joining ridge. Okay, it's giving me a little attitude, so I'll just drag it down close. See that little snap indicator? And we'll join it again. Sometimes the software just needs a little help. Okay. Now this guy, obviously this didn't go all the way over there. I just drag that back for now. The next target would be this roof plane here. I'm going to do an elevation camera on the end of it, and we can see that down here in this point right there should probably be up here. So I'm going to measure the difference to where that point is to where I think it should go. And let's see, yeah, I want the measuring, yeah. Put it right there and measure up to here. Let's see, that's 6280. Let's click on this and lock the pitch and raise it to, I'm sorry. We'll just select it and then use transform replicate to move it straight up 6280. like that. Okay, I think I'm on solid ground here so far. Yeah, this one side's a little, looks in this photograph to be a little bit higher than this side, so it's asymmetric. Why, I don't know. And this is going to be difficult to do. It's not impossible, but it's going to be difficult to do in this software because that's a roof plane with a window in it, and this software doesn't do windows in roof planes. We can put a skylight there, but anyway, one problem at a time. So I'm going to take this one and we'll go back to plan. I'm going to take this one and copy it over here, and then we'll rotate this one 180 degrees using a rotate handle. Then we'll use point-to-point move to move the baseline over here, and then join the ridges. Okay. I'm going to take this edge and perpendicular. Whoops. Okay, it didn't move. That happens sometimes. Sometimes you have to just help the software out, get it closer, and then order it to be perpendicular parallel. Doesn't happen real often, but it does happen. Now the baseline's straight, but this edge here is not, so I'm going to straighten it out. Same sort of thing. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about the overhangs. That's for you to worry about. You can measure. You have your house to measure. I'm going to straighten this edge out. And we'll check it with the perpendicular tool. And then overhang it some. We'll drag this over here. Now, I'm just going to make these line up arbitrarily. Now we'll look at how this looks now. Okay, now this side is not symmetric. Well, let's see, it's not symmetric now, is it? I guess that's because the overhangs are off. Let's just move it in some. Again, you're going to need to get on a ladder and measure that, but now this is a little bit higher than this one, and that's as close as I'm going to get just going from photographs. So let's check it in an overview. Okay, we got our railing, we got most of our main roofs in. Of course, this end right here, you know that's not going to be true. I don't have a photograph of that end of the house, I don't think. I'm just going to drag that over there using a control key and get it a little bit out of the way so that wall can build itself. Let's see, now what's going on with this? Is there a notch? Oh, there's a notch in it. Okay, I'll just take the notch out for now. I don't have a photograph of this side, so I just have to guess as to what it is. Okay, so on here, normally I'm going to break it on both sides of where it ties in. One more break in the center, like that, and then we'll take this edge and join it to this edge. Okay, whenever you get an error message saying that it can't do that, it can't carry out the command because there's something geometrically funny with the roof plane. So there's probably an extra break in it or something. I don't see it. Sometimes you just have to just try again, and it'll. Okay, I got that message twice now. Let me just change the angle on this just a little bit and try again. Okay, it worked that time. Now we got some stuff sticking through the ceiling, and that's kind of beyond the scope of what I plan to do here, but I'm just going to extend this wall here, if I can select it, yeah, over here to the railing wall, and we'll break this off. I don't think that was a good idea. And then I'm going to move this underneath the roof plane. I know that may actually not be true in your house, but 3D modeling wise, it's going to work better. Move this wall over in here. Okay, the other thing is I'm going to break this roof plane here along this edge. Oh, I just noticed that this wall is facing the wrong way. Let me flip it over. Yeah, that'll work better. And this roof plane, I've just put a break here. We're going to extend that down. It should cut that wall off. It did. Okay. That looks quite a bit better. I can't clearly see this area of your house, so you just have to mess around with that and see what's correct. This wall here is sticking through the roof. Let me see if it's been altered. We'll go to the Structure tab. No, it hadn't been altered. I'm going to alter it. We'll just pull it down, the edge of it down so it doesn't stick through the ceiling. Let me get rid of that little edge there. Yeah, that already helped that some. I'm going to pull it down just a little bit more and click on this edge and move it down a little bit more. I think this placement of this roof plane may be off a little bit, but it's fairly close relative to the pictures. Now we got this this end here. Tell you what you could do in this software. It's a little dicey. I'm gonna pull this back until it's just a few millimeters past the wall, like that. And this wall here, oh, there's a bunch of walls. Okay, not gonna be as easy as I thought. This wall here, I'm going to take this material, make sure it's in component mode, and stick it on there. And then here, here. Yeah, those error messages are just that I'm messing with an automatic wall. I know that. I don't care. Now this is coming down from the first floor, so I can't do that same sort of thing there. I'm going to bring this up and pull this edge down, because I can't use the same solution for that wall because it's coming from the first floor and I need it to show siding. So now we can use the eyedropper. I think that's as close. I know that's not true, but that's just a quick and easy way to perhaps do that. Where's that artifact coming from? Oh, I see. I just deleted that wall. I'm going to extend this one over here. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I think what the problem is the overhangs are off a little bit more. Oh yeah, look at that. Why is it? Okay. I'm going to take that and make it invisible. I don't think that's going to help the look of the model. And deleting automatically generated walls doesn't work very good. You just have to, whoops, that was too much. Okay, I don't like that particular, oh, okay. I think this roof plane is just not in the right place. That's what this boils down to. That looks a little bit better. That just doesn't seem to line up with the floors below. You see what that did. Oh, look at that. That's why. This baseline's in the wrong place. But if this window is that size, it kind of needs to be over here. You'll have to figure that out on your own. It may be that I just don't know. From working from photographs alone, it's kind of hard to figure this sort of thing out. And this is, I don't have a picture of this. I don't know how it's supposed to look. I know it's not supposed to look like that, but I've taken it as far as I can go just based on the data that you shared. It's certainly in better shape, but it's not in perfect shape. This looks like it's too steep, but I don't know what the picture actually is. And I would need a picture of this side to figure out what to do with it. So anyway, thanks for your kind attention. If you're suffered through this thing, and if you guys watched the earlier one with the basketball game in the background, my apologies. Thank you.